So very good afternoon, all of you. So first of all, thank you so much, Vasiki ma'am, for joining us at the English Park's monthly storytelling performance by children. We have like around 7 children here waiting to tell their stories. Yeah, and we will go to the first storyteller right away. So the first storyteller is going to be Surya, and Surya has prepared the story of Dr. Seuss's Cat in the Hat. Okay, so Surya, yeah, just give us a minute and we will give you your mic access. Yeah.
Shall I start?
Yes, please.
Once upon a time, there lived two children. One day, the sun did not shine. It was too wet to play. So we sat in the house all that cold and the wet day. The thing we can do was to sit and sit and sit. Then somebody knocked on the door. It was the cat in the hat, and the boy was happy and surprised. Wow! The cat in the hat has came. My wish is fulfilled. Then the cat in the hat told, "Hey children, why are you sitting like that? I know that is cold and wet day. I know some good tricks and games. We can play that, okay? I can show to you, mother." Then suddenly a fish started talking. What? A fish is talking? It was telling that to the cat in the hat. No. I will not let you in and play some games. But our mother is not in our house. I'm telling that when the cat in the hat is here, there is no fear. Told the cat in the hat. And the fish said, no. I will not believe you. Go out the house. Told the cat in the hat. Sorry. And the cat in the hat, why? I have to go. What's your problem here? Okay. Let's play. I'm going to start the game. Okay. He took his umbrella and he started spinning the fish bowl. And he told, not that at all. I can do more. He's bounced on the ball and started doing some activities on the ball. Like that, he took so many things and did that. So many tricks. Then he went to take a pen. He fell. It hurts. It hurts so much. Hafiz told. What? Where is the cat in the hat has no fear when you told the sentence? No. That was fun only, I told. Okay. Then the cat in the hat ran out of the house like a cheetah and brought a box. And he took the hook of the box. And two creatures came off the box. The children were going from the creatures because they had not seen the creatures anywhere. So they came far from the creatures. And the cat in the hat told, I call them thing one and thing two. Okay, I call them like that. Now we are going to play a game that is flying kite in the house. What? Flying kite in the house? No. Nobody should fly kites in our house. Told our fish. The cat in the hat told, when the cat in the hat is here, there is no fear. That's all. Told the cat in the hat. Then the two things Thing 1 and Thing 2 ran to the Cat in the Hat and took the kite and started flying the kite inside the house. The string of the kite held so many things. The boys and the girl was still, not my new doll, not my new PC, not my laptop. Like that, so many things in the house they took. Then there was nothing to do. So I took my fishing rod and caught the two creatures. And our fish told, go out of this house, you have made a big mess. Then the Cat in the Hat got sad and told, what a shame, what a shame, what a shame. Then he packed his box and the creatures and he went. Then the fish got afraid that our mother is coming. What we can do? This is a big mess. We cannot repair it in 5 minutes. What we can do? Told our fish. Then the entry of the Cat in the Hat. I told the Cat in the Hat is here. There is no fear. So he took his vehicle and started fixing the things. Then he has fixed all the things and kept it properly. So he vanished and told, bye-bye, I will come next time. Now the fish said, no, do not come next time. I will not come. I can't do anything. Do not come, told our fish. Then he left and vanished. Our mother came and asked, children, what did you do today? Asked our mother. We told, nothing, mother. We sat in the house today in this chair all the day. All day. What will you tell when your mother asks? The end.
Thank you so much, Surya, for Dr. Cece's Cat in the Hat. Now let's ask Vaskiman what she thought about the story and the performance too.
I'm unmuted. I would say, Alvin, that Surya is an excellent storyteller performer. Because when he told the story, he used very good diction, pronouncing the words correctly. Secondly, he was very expressive. He showed all the expressions on his face, and he even showed movement, like, when he was falling off from the screen and things like that. And there was very good voice modulation, changes in his voice according to the expression of Cat in the Hat. I really loved his storytelling, and I think he must have practiced hard to have got such an excellent performance. I think, thank you, Surya. That was a very good performance.
Yay, lovely comments. Thank you so much, ma'am. Wow, great job, Surya. Okay, next, let's listen to Keshav's story. Yeah. Keshav, are you ready? Yes. Okay, Keshav, give me a minute and I'll give you the access to turn on your mic. There we go. Okay, Keshav, you can turn on your mic.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Long time ago, in the land of fairies, there was an imp. His name was Goldilocks because he was bald. Unlike other imps, they were not bald. And they teased Goldilocks, and Goldilocks was crying. So Goldilocks said, maybe the queen has a solution. So Goldilocks went to the queen and said, Your Majesty, how should I grow hair? You go ask the bears. They know how to grow hair. Oh, okay, Your Majesty. Mr. Bear, can you tell me how to grow hair? You apply these leaves. But okay. Ah! Why are they so itchy? Water! Thank you, Mr. Bear. Mrs. Bear, can you tell me how to grow hair? Oh, okay. Apply this honey. Honey. Oh, okay. But it will get sticky. Just apply it, will you? That was painful, Mrs. Bear. I'll just go. Mr. Bear, can you tell me how to grow hair? All right. Take this rotten fish and apply it and rub it on your scalp. But okay. Yeah. It's so stinky. What is this, Mr. Bear? Goodbye, Mr. Bear. Mr. Bear, can you tell me how to grow hair? Oh, go mash the seaweed and apply it. But the seaweed, if we mash the seaweed, it will be disgusting. Just apply it, will you? Okay. Oh, yucky. This is so gooey. Baby Bear, tell me how to grow hair. You have to apply bad grease. Bad grease? What is that? Oh, you must kill a bear, take its flesh and burn it and apply it on your scalp. Don't worry, Baby Bear. I'm not gonna kill a bear. I'll just remain bald. But I have to go to the queen and take out this pain. Oh, Your Majesty, take this pain from me. Princess. Finally, freedom. The end.
Thank you, Keshav. Now let's listen to Asukima for her comments.
Keshav, that was an excellent performance. You had good voice modulation and you spoke clearly, and I liked your English accent, which was good. And your story was a little bit comic also, right? Funny story. And you tried to bring out the humor in the story, which I enjoyed. And I think you used a little bit of body movement and action to show that. And that was a very well told story, Keshav. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Keshav. So the next storyteller is Aditya. Okay, Aditya, you will get your access to turn on your mic in a second. Here we go. Yeah, I'll take it down on your mic.
The wolf and the little goat. One day, the mother goat had to go out to buy some food and said, Don't open the door to anyone. Be careful of the wolf. After some time, the wolf knocked at the door. It's me, your mother. Open the door. There was a smallest goat who was very clever and said, Our mother has the sweetest voice in the world. You are the wolf. And after some time, the wolf knocked at the door again. Now his voice was very sweet, but the little goat didn't trust him. The little goat opened the door just little and said, "Show us your pass." And when the little goat saw the black pass, they closed the door immediately and said, "Our mother has white pass. It was the wolf." And when the wolf was when the wolf ran to take some flour, he fell into the river and started to drown. Meanwhile, the mother goat said, "Ah, what? The wolf? We will help you to promise not to eat us." And the little goats and the mother goat threw a rope until the wolf was out of the water. And the wolf said, "Thank you very much. You saved my life." And the mother goat said, "You are very intelligent children. Congratulations." And they went. The moral of the story is, if we do bad things to others, bad things come to you too.
Thank you, Aditya. Now let's listen to Vasikima for her comments.
Yes. Thank you, Aditya, for that story. I have known Aditya for a long time, so I can say confidently that he has improved vastly in his storytelling. And I can see that now he is speaking confidently, he has good vocabulary, and he is able to tell the story with an expressive voice. I like that a lot. Thank you, Aditya, for your lovely story.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Aditya. Wonderful job. Next storyteller, let's call Sriram.
Good evening, sir.
You can start.
Once there lived a king. His name was Ramchandran. He had a servant named Ram. One day, Ram was eating food. Suddenly, he saw, "Oh, I have to go to medicine shop." And he was going on the cycle. Suddenly, he saw the shopkeeper. He saw the shop. "Hey, here is the medicine shop." He said, "Hey, shopkeeper, I buy some medicine from this shop." That's not. It was very not. It was not good. And the shopkeeper said, "Hey, you have fever maybe." He knew that. He knew Ramchandran said him that you have fever. And only after that he said, "I have fever. Oh no." And he said, "Shopkeeper, what can I do?" "Go and eat 10 plates of rice. You are not eating rice. Go and eat rice." And he went to his house and he was eating. Suddenly Ramchandran said, "Hey, you are eating all my rice. Hey, you are eating all my rice. What will I eat?" And Ram said, "Majesty, you are king. You can buy whatever you want." And Ramchandran said, "Hey, go out of this kingdom." Then Ram sadly went out. And when he was searching, he met two people. They were also searching for a house. The three people were going, la 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 la. La 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 la. Suddenly they saw a mango tree. And the third people said, "Hey, I'm going to make house here. I like mango." The three of them sat down and ate some mango. It was tasty. And the third man said, when the mango were dry, I can make achar." And they both said, "Okay, we will come to your house and buy some achar, okay?" And the third man made his cottage jar, and the two people were going, la 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 la. Suddenly, they saw a they saw some banyan trees, banana trees. Suddenly, a black cloud appeared and said, hello, it's time to rain. And it started raining. Tap, tap, tap. And they said, oh no, what to do? We didn't bring some clothes. And they took the banana leaves and kept on them. After that, the rain finished. The cloud said, ha 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 ha, you will be wet. And it saw down, and they were not wet. They were dry. And the cloud went away. And Ram, the second man said, hey, I am hungry. Ram said, I am also hungry. He took some food and ate. And they ate one banana too. And the second man said, hey Ram, I'm going to make house here. I like banana house. And the second man made his cottage there. And Ram was going in the hot sunny day, hot sun. And suddenly he found a coconut tree. And he said, hey, the coconut tree will be tasty. And he sat there. Suddenly a coconut fell on him. And he took his knife and cut it. And he took a straw and drank all the cold water. And he made his cottage there. They happily ever lived.
Thank you so much, Sri Ram. Now let's listen to Vasuki ma'am for her comments.
You know what I liked best about Sri Ram's storytelling? It was his singing. In the middle of the story, whenever anybody is walking, he said la 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 la. Right? Sri Ram, you said that, right? Yeah, you know what? Some of the great storytellers in the world, they use the technique. You are using it. And whenever things fall, the coconut fell down and the raindrop fell down, you are using sound effects. You see, tock, 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 it fell down. You are using sound effects. And you were also doing lot of expressive movement, which was fantastic. Because for a child of your age, to be confident to move along with the storytelling is amazing. I would say Sri Ram did a great job of telling his story. I enjoyed it a lot. Thank you, Sri Ram.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your lovely comments. The next storyteller is Kavya. Let's listen to her.
In a neighborhood, there lived an old couple. They were very poor, but their neighbors were kind to them. They would share everything they had. One day, the old couple received a huge parcel. So the old man said, what if there's a wheelbarrow in it? The old woman said, what if it's a tea set? So, while they were waiting and thinking what was inside, the old woman said, why can't we just open it? So, the old man took the scissors. He cut the tape. He opened the box. And he shouted, there's nothing in here. The old woman took her hand and put it inside the box. She searched around it. And she found a tiny seed and said, well, at least we have a seed. Let's plant it in our garden. So she planted it in their garden. After weeks and weeks of watering, the plant grew into a huge tree. And the old woman said, I think they are apples. The old man plucked a fruit. He kept it on the table. He sliced it. Gold coins poured out of the fruit. Now the old man and old woman were very happy. They plucked all the fruits from the tree and they sliced it open. They spent it on their house and they made their garden bigger They spent it on their clothes. Now, seeing this, the neighbors were pretty sad that they didn't invite them or tell anything about how they got rich. So the neighbors stopped talking to the old couple, but the old couple didn't even realize that. So one day, when the old man ran out of money, he went to the tree to get some more fruits. And then he saw that the tree was very old. The tree had died. He watered it, but nothing happened. He took a fruit, he sliced it, only dust came out. And then they only had to sell all their things for food. So, when they realized that their neighbors were not talking to them, the old man said, "Well, we don't have money, but we can still throw a party." So the old couple apologized to their neighbors and they lived happily ever after. The end.
Thank you, Kavya. Now let's listen to Asma for the comments.
Hi Kavya, where did you get this story from?
And I got it from a big
You got it from a?
story.
Okay. Okay. I think you told the story very well. See, you had a nice measuring voice. It means you say the story without rushing forward in a hurry or trying to get to the main point of the story, but you took your time, slowly going step by step and introducing us to the story and what was happening in it. I like that. And also, I liked your voice modulation. There was little ups and downs when you were speaking, which was great for the storytelling. And you told it very confidently. I like that also because the best storytellers are always confident people. And you told it like that. For a child this age, it is a very good trait. Thank you, Kavya.
Thank you, ma'am, for the lovely comments. Next, let's listen to Harish. Harish is telling us the story of Shakespeare's Hamlet.
So shall I start?
Yes, you can.
Once Prince Hamlet and his friend Horatio were walking downstairs. Just then, a ghost came in front of them. It almost looked like Hamlet's father, who was the old king. Hamlet cried, "Father, father, speak to me." The ghost came near to Hamlet and spoke in a whistling voice. "Who is the murderer, father?" "He is my very own brother. He put poison in my ears when I was in the orchard." "What? Such a dreadful thing? I will take revenge." "Yes, take revenge from me." "Yes, I will take revenge, father." And then the ghost vanished away. The next morning, Hamlet thought, "I can be fooled, so I need a proof." So on that day, he put on a play of that story. When the king, his uncle, saw that, his face got pale and he ran away from that room. Hamlet found he is the murderer and started making his plan. One day he was practicing his sword fighting. Just then, Polonius, chief minister, came there. Hamlet didn't see him and pierced in his stomach. And chief minister was dead. Hamlet took him and put him in a secret place and went to the king and told that. The king said, "Go to England." The king had made his men to kill him in the ship. When the king's men were going to kill him, the pirates came and killed the king's men. But Hamlet was saved. He came back into the kingdom. One day, Laertes, Polonius' son, came to him and said, "You murderer, come and fight a duel with me." Hamlet said, "Yeah, I will fight with you." But Horatio said, "No, it's a danger for you." But Hamlet didn't listen to him. and they went for the fight. The arrangements were done. There were 2 swords, one non-poisoned and one poisoned, and one poisoned wine. If Hamlet wins the duel, then he will get the poisoned wine and he will die. And Laertes was given the poisoned sword and Hamlet was given the unpoisoned sword. And the duel started. Hamlet cut off Laertes' arm, then Laertes' shoulder. The king thought, it's going worse, I need to do a thing. He took the wine and said, Hamlet, come and drink some wine and then go and fight the duel. Hamlet said, no, I will finish this duel and then fight. The queen took it and drank it before the king could know. And the king was afraid. Now Laertes pierced in Hamlet's stomach and the poison was in Hamlet's blood. Hamlet in anger cut off Laertes' head and Laertes was also dead. Now he shouted, it's a treachery. The king said, yes, it's a treachery of mine and Laertes. Then Hamlet thought it's the right time and he took the sword and stabbed in the king's stomach and the king was dead. Hamlet fell down and Horatio came to him and said, if you die, I die. But Hamlet said, no, don't die. Tell the story to the whole world of mine. That's the end.
Thank you so much, Harish. Vasima, what do you think about this little Hamlet from Harish?
Harish, do you know the meaning of the word treachery? Yeah?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Who taught you this to tell story like this?
Alvin sir taught me.
Alvin taught you?
Actually,
Wow.
the boys have been doing this months now, and Harish actually did the whole scripting. He reduced the story into this 3-4 minutes thing, and I just gave him some inputs here and there. Most of it his work.
I love the drama with which Harish told the story. When the ghost, there's a ghost voice he has, and then there is Hamlet's voice, and then when the drama is happening, he switches from this voice to this voice. It is amazing. You have done a great job, Harish. It's not easy to be a Shakespearean storyteller. Did you know that? Because the subject is so vast, but you gave us the crux of the story in that short bit, and within that short bit you gave us so much drama and action. And I love the part, when you had that fast and then slow, your voice went very low at the end for Hamlet's sake. I like that so much. I can see there's a great theatre person is hiding inside you, Harish, and Alvin sir has brought it out. It is amazing. Thank you, Harish.
Thank you so much, Harish. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. So the next storyteller is Geetansh. Yeah, Geetansh. Turn on your mic and you can start.
Once upon a time lived a poor family, and there was a girl named Lisa in the family. And that family loved to eat apples. One day, her mother was sick, so she couldn't go to bring apples. She said, Lisa, can you go bring some apples? I'm not feeling well. Lisa said okay, and she was going to bring the apples. She went to the farm and saw the apple tree, but there were no apples. Oh no, how I am going to get these apples? There was an old man sitting next to the tree and said, small kid, this is not just a normal apple tree. It's a magical tree. If you need to get some apples, you have to go to the top of the hill and dig a hole there. And you'll find a song written on a paper, and if you sing the song, you will get apples. Lisa went to bring those papers. When she went and brought it, she started to sing the song. After that, suddenly, golden apples started to fell. She said, if we can sell this, we can become rich. She quickly ran to her house and said, Mom, I found golden apples. Her mom was so surprised. She said, if we can sell this, we might get rich. Then Lisa sold the golden apples and got rich and happily lived after. The end.
Thank you, Geetanj. Now let's listen to Vasuki ma'am for her comments.
That was a very sweet folk tale. And I like the moral in the story, right? The girl was rewarded. And I liked your way of telling the story, where you went directly from one scene to another in a very orderly way. I liked that. And also I liked the little voice modulations you made for the various characters in your story. Thank you, Geetanj. That was well told.
Thank you so much, ma'am. So now we are going to the last storyteller of the afternoon, Lohit. Can you turn on your camera so we can spotlight you? Thank you so much, Lohit. Turn on your mic and you can start.
It was a beautiful day. Clouds gathered and it was almost for rains to come. And the peacock spreading its gorgeous feathers and dancing to the nature's music. Just then a crane passed by and the peacock laughed. Ha ha, hey, a crane, your feathers are so pale and dull. In a dull winter day, I look like a king wearing the golden, purple and the colors of the rainbow. It's true, peacock, the crane replied. It's true, peacock, the crane replied. Okay. Ha 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 ha. There could be nothing. The crane saw and the crane told, I have something and you do not. The peacocks are puzzled. Ha 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 ha. There could be nothing like that. Like a free bird, I fly to the heights of heaven and lift up my voice to the stars. First, you just walk on the ground like a cock. The peacock was sad on hearing this and realized that we should not tell about the crane's looks.
Wow. Thank you so much, Lohit. Now let's listen to Vasuki ma'am for her comments.
Lohit, that was a very sweet, lovely story that you told. And did you think that the peacock learned a lesson from the crane?
Okay, 1 minute, Lohit. Now we can turn on your mic.
Yes, the crane gave up because the peacock told about the crane's looks. That's why the crane told like that.
Yeah, I know. So, what do we learn from this story? Okay, so everyone has
You can go ahead.
okay. Everyone has their own talent, their own areas of expertise, And we should not be judgmental about other people and find fault with their appearance or how they do some things. So each one can be an expert in some area. That is what this story says. And Lohit's really sweet small story told us that. And I liked Lohit's expression when he said, haha, laughing because of how the peacock was making fun of the crane. I like that a lot. Thank you, Lohit. That was a sweet story.
So Hasini has just joined and she also has a story to say. So Hasini, come on.
Hi.
Hi.
Can I start, sir?
Yes.
Once upon a time, there lived queen and a king who lived in a palace. They had a beautiful daughter named Snow White. Her teeth was red as blood, and her skin was white like snow. Her hair was black as sky, and they lovingly named her Snow White. One day, the king died, and the queen died, and the king remarried. Snow White's stepmother will always ask one question. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of them all? The mirror will reply, you, my queen. One day, few years back, Snow White became big, and she ate dinner in the queen's house. The stepmother ran up and asked the same question. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all? The mirror replied, you, my queen, but Snow White is the beautiful I have never seen. The king got angry and called the huntsman and told to kill Snow White. The huntsman took Snow White to the woods and killed her, but huntsman thought not to kill, and he left her in the woods and go away. And one day the huntsman go and tell lies. I killed Snow White. The queen ran up and asked the same question. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of them all? The mirror replied, you, my queen, but Snow White is the most beautiful, who lived in the woods with the 7 dwarfs. So the Snow White waked up the next morning and saw 7 dwarfs and told about the whole story. The 7 dwarfs said, you can stay here. Don't open the door for strangers. So they left. And that time, again the queen asked the same question. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of them all? The mirror replied, you, my queen, but Snow White is the beautiful I've never seen, who lives in the wood with the 7 dwarfs. The king got very, very angry. So she thought, I will self-kill Snow White. She go into the wood and changed like an old lady, and she knocked the door. Do you want some juicy apples? But the 7 dwarfs told, don't open the door for strangers. She opened and took 1 and 8, and she fainted. After that, the 7 dwarfs came home and saw Snow White, and they asked, "What happened to you, dear?" They took her to a nice, comfy spot, and they left her. And next, the queen was riding in a horse, and he came and saw her and become in love with her. And she tried to lift her, but after he touched the king, the queen Snow White got waked up again, and the king asked the Snow White, "Do you want to marry me?" She accepted and married. End of the story.
Hey, thank you, Hasani. Lovely. Okay, Vasiki ma'am, here is a little princess giving us a Snow White. What do you think about it?
Hasini, you did a very, very good job. For a tiny little person, you told such a long and complicated story. Do you like the Snow White story? Yeah? Yeah. See, you did a very nice job. You did not miss a single scene, and you went from it step by step, and I could when you said mirror, mirror on the wall, I can really imagine how the stepmother looked when she was talking to the mirror. And it was a very good storytelling, and you had a little bit of voice modulation for the different characters. I liked it, and you had wonderful memory skills. You remembered all the incidents correctly, and you told it very well without any hesitation. I loved it. Thank you, Hasani.
Thank you so much, Hasani. So with Hasani's performance, we conclude this afternoon storytelling performances by the children, and each one gave a commendable performance. So thank you so much, children, for doing it, and also special thanks to Vasiki ma'am for joining us and giving inspirational comments to each and every child. Looking at the positives, for picking it out and for sharing it with them. Thank you so much, ma'am. To conclude, one last advice that you would like to give these children who have just started as storytellers. What do you think they should do to keep growing as storytellers?
I think to keep growing as storytellers, the first thing they should do is read a variety of stories, so that you learn more and more stories of different kinds of stories, not just only the fairy tales or the folk tales, as you know, but I could see even here there was a good selection: Hamlet, Dr. Seuss, and all kind of combination of stories. Because the more you read and the more variety of stories you tell, then it becomes more interesting to the listeners to listen to your stories. First point. Second point, imagine the story thoroughly in your mind and say it in your own words. Don't use the text that is given with the story in the book. Use your own words, imagine the whole scene, and describe it in your own words, so that you will not go wrong. You will be able to make it very interesting to the person who is listening. Then the third point, of course, is the combined thing of voice and movement. Both things make very interesting for people to watch. if you change your voice for every character, and if you show a particular movement for every character in the story, you can use from high to low, from soft to loud, from speaking in a rough, hoarse voice to a very gentle voice. All this will make listening so much more interesting because it brings out the drama, the dramatic effect in a story. If you follow these tips, you will become amazing storytellers, all of you. Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thanks.
Okay, so boys and girls, let's give a big round of applause to ma'am. Yeah. Yay.